a sun in your sky. When the wind is high, when the wind is high, I will float a silken silver moon near your window. If your night is dark, if your night is dark, in letters of gold on a snow white kite, I will write I love you and send it soaring high above you for all to read.
Reg, one of your cows looks a bit poorly.
How do you mean? What?
I'll show you. Come on. Over there.
What's up?
Yeah, this seat's wet.
Yes, well, it's been raining and the window leaks. And I put my car in the garage if your car wasn't in there in a million pieces.
Yeah, all right. So how was your night?
Oh, the baby was born eventually.
Yeah, what's Posty want, I wonder?
Mr. Rowan, I've a message from Mr. Manston at East Moorside. Can you get up to the farm right away? He says it's urgent.
Get back!
Sorry?
Get back to the gate. Don't you know the precautions? We've not got the disinfectants out yet.
Mr. Manston?
Don't be such a bloody idiot, man. Get back to the gate. I'll talk to you there.
I understood you wanted to see me.
Mr. Owen, I've got a very sick cow down in shed and... Well, I've never actually seen it myself, but it looks like foot and mouth.
It may not be what you think. I mean, maybe you've got it wrong.
I'll fetch some more water.
Yeah, look. In the event of a suspected foot and mouth outbreak, the local police constable or so-and-so
Becomes an inspector under the Diseases of Animals Act. Look, there's a whole list of people you've got to tell.
Yeah, the Ministry of Agriculture, Divisional Veterinary Inspector, the County Medical Officer,
Torworth in Surrey.
Animal Health. Got to be telegrammed straight off.
What about telling Blaketon?
Yeah.
I'll get off to the surgery then, shall I?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to send a telegram, please.
Morning, Doctor.
Morning.
I'll look at it straight away. However did you manage to cut your ear like that? Alex, I'd no idea.
I got back last night. You've changed surgery time.
Right, there we are.
I'll need a couple more, Sarge,
More?
in case one blows away.
In case one blows away? Better not blow away, had it, Rowan?
You'd think he was selling his mother.
The blow-away society, that's what we live in these days. Now, come on, sign here. These posters, you know, don't grow on trees. They're government property. Are you sure you're going to be able to handle this, Rowan?
Of course, Sarge.
Because if it is foot and mouth, it's a very serious business. Not something for you and Bellamy to snigger about.
No, Sarge. And I wasn't, Sarge. And can I borrow your car, please, Sarge?
My car?
Well, I can't get this lot up to the farm on my bike, can I? Thanks, Sarge.
I'm putting you on trust, Rowan. I only hope that my trust is going to prove justified. That lad knows as much about country life as a pigeon on Nelson's column. Now, Ventris, ring the ministry and check that he reported everything in the proper manner.
Oh, come off it, Sarge.
I'll do it now. I'm not taking any chances.
The ministry vet will be along any minute, Mr. Manston. I'll give you this now. If it is confirmed, copies will be sent out to all the relevant bodies. Rules and regulations are on the back.
No person shall move into or out of the infected place, nor any animal, animal product, carcass, embryo, ovum. Seems we're all prisoners, doesn't it?
Might be a false alarm. There's something.
Nah, wrong way.
Boy, what's all this, Manston?
Look, sir, I must ask you to keep away.
Foot and mouth? If you brought foot and mouth to this area,
All
Manston,
right, all
I'll go.
right. Can I have your name and address, please?
Carver, Ridge End Farm, and that's bloody next door. And if he's got it, I'll get it, won't I?
I must ask you to
He's
get back
brought
into
disease
your
to this
vehicle.
area. He'll run the lot of us.
Nothing's been confirmed yet. Now, come on.
Hands off.
Sam!
And you can shut up and all.
As soon as the vet's been, you'll be informed, Mr.
Yeah.
Carver.
You're not to bother, I'll find out myself. Bloody incomers.
All right, well, the fly in the ointment. I love everything about this place, I do. Every rock, every stone, every tree, every blade of grass. Everything except having him as my flipping neighbour. Sam Carver, shooting his mouth off as usual.
That's only my own eyes. Typical of Manston. Should have stayed in bloody Leeds where he belongs.
And I was the one who spotted it too. Saw the cow lying on the ground, poor thing. Morning, Miss Hamilton.
Bad news, isn't it? About Mr. and Mrs. Manston.
Foot and mouth. Foot and mouth.
Terrible. At East Moorside Farm.
That's up your way, isn't it?
We saw him putting up posters, me and Sam.
Mr. Manston.
Hi.
Martin Thomas from the Ministry. I'll not shake hands. Hold the animal's head, Constable, would you, so I can show Mr. Manston? See them? See the vesicles? There. There's a big one on the dental pad already ruptured. There's another one there, unruptured. And see... Move your tongue, old lady. Move your tongue, come on. There. Breaks in the epithelium, here and here. There. We'll have to wait for the results to come back, but I don't think there's much doubt. Right, let's get on. We'll send the samples off by car and wait for the results to come back. It's about a 5-hour drive, 4 hours to do the tests. I'm sorry, Mr. Manston.
You're right, Mr. Manston.
I've not brought anything in. I've not been anywhere. There's been no disease for 100 miles. I can't think how it's happened.
Raise your car radio.
Yeah. So it's definite, is it, Mr. Thomas?
No, not yet. Not till we had confirmation back from the lab.
But you'll be wanting the herd in, no doubt.
Yes, please. You can get them all in the shed as quickly as you can.
What about the calves?
Don't be a fool, lad. When he says everything, he means everything.
You know the drill from your side, do you, Constable?
I think so.
You've given Mr. Manston a Form A?
Yeah.
So you know the quarantine rules, Mr. Manston?
Aye.
Right. Well, I'll leave Constable Ryan on the gate whilst I get things organised. Oh, the dog will need chaining up.
Right.
I suppose you had many outbreaks of foot and mouth in the Met, did you, Constable?
No.
Not to worry. You just concentrate on this gate, right, and keeping folks out. We'll see to the rest.
So what happens now?
Assuming we get confirmation, the whole district, that's 10 miles radius from here, becomes an infected area. We set up a foot and mouth control centre at Ashfordley Police Station.
I meant here.
The herd gets slaughtered, Mr. Ryan. Today, tomorrow, whenever we hear back from Purbright. Nice radio of yours.
Yes, Colonel Petheridge. Discovered this morning. I'm afraid that means the hunt will have to be cancelled. Yes, Colonel, an absolute ban on all fox hunting in the area. Well, I'm very sorry too, Colonel, yes. Well, I'll let you know as soon as I hear from the Ministry.
This is a false alarm.
Well,
his name will be
Mud.
Aye, monk go at it. The rest have got to be slaughtered, or so they say.
Poor old Reg.
Poor old Reg. Bloody careless old Reg, more like. It's all that namby-pamby stuff he's going for. Bloody cow's gone soft, if you ask me. They're overbred. They'll catch you anything.
There's never been foot and mouth round here, has there?
No, well, we have now. Fill it up, will you? Might be the last drink I get for a while. I have to barricade myself in, I dare say.
Hey, shh. Keep your voice down. You'll scare everyone with talk like that.
What are you on about?
Spreading alarm and despondency.
Well, it's not my fault, is it? They'll all know sooner or later.
Don't upset him anymore. He's got a few things on his mind, has George, haven't you, George?
Aye, like losing half my tray because of bloody foot and mouth disease.
Not to mention the little matter of a young lady coming to stay. 18 years old, arriving tomorrow.
Oh, now then. George the Dark Horse.
My niece, she's Sam Carver, my brother's lass.
I don't think I'll be barricading myself in after all, eh?
None of that now, Sam. She's a very shy girl.
That's all right. I like them quiet. More to the point, what does she look like then?
Well, that's the funny thing. They say she takes after me.
Quite suddenly, I've lost all interest.
Dr. Rowan, I know it isn't surgery time, but I do hope you don't mind.
Oh, of course not.
It's about this outbreak of foot and mouth. What shall I do about the church bazaar?
I'm sorry?
Well, should I cancel it or... Oh, Dr. Ferrenby, I'll ask him. He'll know.
Well, everything seems to be in order.
Thank you, Sarge.
You're in the front line, Rowan. In the nation's fight against disease. British agriculture depends on you. Absolute vigilance is what I want. Not one germ is to pass that gate. Carry on.
Sarge, you can't take that. How am I supposed to get home?
My police station is now a ministry control centre. I have important and vital work to do. I cannot be without my vehicle. What are those things poking out from beneath your Macintosh? Legs, Rowan. Legs.
Rather you than me, Nicky boy.
Thanks very much.
Oh, you in. Now!
What do you think you're up to, Claude?
Huh? Oh, I'm taking this stuff up to Reg and June.
I don't care what you're doing. You're not allowed on that land without a licence from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Look, I've got a load of rat poison, haven't I?
Claude.
The rats spread fucking mouth quicker than anything. This is just the stuff to stop them.
The Ministry are sending someone to do that.
Well, he'll be about as much good as a fireman with a wooden leg, he will.
Stay there.
Open the gate up, would you, Constable? Ministry.
Certainly.
Now I'm here, I might as well stop here, mightn't I? I mean, Reggie did the same for me, you know. He's going to need some help.
Can't have heard from Purbright already, can they?
I mean, I'll disinfect myself when I go, you know. And look, I've got all my gear on. I've even got a hat.
Who the hell are you? It's all right, Mr. Manston. It's official. It's from the Ministry.
Clear off my land.
There's no need to point that.
Clear off my land. Get back in the bloody car. Go on.
Yep.
You're not setting foot on my farm.
All right, Mr. Manston, now
I'm
calm
not
down.
having touching my cows. I don't care what you or anybody says. I'll not have it.
Why don't you tell Mr. Manston what you're doing here?
That man is guilty of threatening behaviour, Constable. It's your duty as a police officer to make sure that...
calm down.
We are empowered by the Ministry of Agriculture to enter premises where outbreaks of foot and mouth have occurred in order to assess the situation.
I'm not having him in here.
All right. It's been confirmed now, is it?
Not yet, no.
You've not heard from Purbright?
No, but nevertheless...
Well, in that case...
In that case, you've no right trespassing on my land.
Look, all we want to do is to see how the carcasses are to be disposed of, whether we're to burn them.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. The outbreak hasn't been confirmed, and Mr. Manston doesn't want you on his land. I'll have to ask you both to leave.
I hope you know what you're doing, Constable. This is a serious business.
We're all fully aware of that, sir. No one more than Mr. Manston and his family.
Bloody vultures.
You know, for once, Claude, I agree with you.
Right, the moment we get the confirmation, we'll spring into action. Bellamy, you'll put the warning signs out along the roads.
Yeah, but I've already done that, Sarge.
Those were the black ones, Bellamy. If it's confirmed...
If...
You'll put out the red ones, and you, Ventris, you can ring that lot.
Oh, no. Not the hunting, shooting and fishing lot. I thought you did them this morning.
That was warning them. Now you'll be telling them.
If...
All right, if. If it's confirmed.
Which it is, I'm afraid. Had a telex half an hour ago.
Oh, dear God.
No sign of anyone yet, Mr. Manston. Well, no news is good news, eh?
20 years it's taken me. 20 years. Finest Aberdeen Angus herd in Yorkshire. Built up from nought. And now they want to kill it off.
Well, it might not be what we think. And even if it is, you'll get compensation.
Compensation? There's no compensation for losing your life's work, is there? Because that's what it is, Mr. Owen. It's my life's work. The fulfilment of a dream. All I've ever wanted from a boy. To own my own farm.
You didn't inherit it then?
I didn't. I bought it off landlord, field by field. Paid for it every penny from the cows. Leeds. That's where June and I come from. Moved here when Paul was a baby. Started off renting. It was very hard. Very hard. But here we are, we've got it now, haven't we? And I thought no one could take it away from me. "30 pedigree Aberdeen Angus. Right, just how I like him. I know them all like bears, Mr. Owen. Each of them. Seen them born. Seen them come up from calves. Fussed over them. Bedded them down at night. Seen to them when they were badly. How could I let them go here? How can I? It'd be like betraying my own children.
Mr. Manston, is it confirmed?
Yeah.
So when do they,
First thing tomorrow morning. Look, Nick, I've got a load of signs yet, then. Come on, I'll give you a lift on.
You behave yourselves, all right?
Where the hell did you get these from?
I found them up in loft. They're a bit damp, so I got them airing.
You can't expect a young girl to sleep in things like these. I mean, I've got better blankets than these. I've got some brand new second-hand ones. You know, I bought ex-Watts. You can have them for next to note.
I know you're next to note.
Anyone at home?
What the hell does he want?
In here. Oh, there you are, George.
It's about your darts match. I've just seen this poster. It was still up. You do realise, I hope, that this is an infected area. There's to be no public meetings or sporting activities until further notice. That means no hunting, shooting, fishing, and no darts.
No darts?
No darts.
What difference can darts make?
Don't play darts outside.
That's as may be, Greengrass. But the virus can still spread. Inside as well as out.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Blaketon. This foot and mouth disease has emptied my bar. Look, there's nobody in there. I was counting on that darts match to drum up a bit of business.
Look at George.
Look at hey.
Well, is he all right?
How the hell do it? Get out of the way. I'll do it. Come here. Hey, Cedric, get that fire and burn the place down. Here, sit down, you. Hey, is it going to attack you? You better go and phone for the doctor.
Fine. You'll live. And you're sure you took your pills this morning?
Yes, I fell over, that's all.
Yeah, Blaketon pestered him, you know, that did it, Doctor. He had him all over a frazzle.
The darts had to be cancelled, Claude. He was only doing his job.
Well, he didn't have to come barging in like that, though, did he?
Enough on my mind as it is. What with this young lass coming to stay?
It's not my fault. But you need help behind the bar, George. I've been saying that for ages.
And what sort of help will a scrap of a teenager be? None whatsoever. Nothing but a worry.
Wait and see. It'll stop you getting set in your ways.
I like being set in my ways. It's one of the pleasures of growing old.
Kate, oh, sorry, George. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no. Come in, Dr. Ferriby. It's a pleasure to see you. If I'd have known you were back, I would have asked you along anyway.
You've got a far more up-to-date doctor than I shall ever be looking into it, haven't you, eh? Kate, I saw your car outside. Can I have a word?
Sure.
I took the liberty of answering the telephone in the surgery.
Urgent call from Annie Carver at Ridge End. She wants a home visit. Anxious that you get there right away.
What's up?
Well, she wouldn't say, but she did sound very distressed.
Right.
Kate, you know, we're going to have to sort out this telephone business. It was different when it was my practice, but now it's not. I can hardly be expected to act as a sort of telephone answering service, can I?
I'm sorry.
You go and see Annie Carver. I'll make George's day by giving him a second opinion, eh? How's that?
You don't like to move animals! I'm a road-running man! You can't keep up with me! Yeah! Come on, let's have a race! Baby, you will see! Oh, take my hand, baby! Yeah! Take my hand, baby! I want to root you down on the road-running man! Yeah! I want to tell you something.
Good. Open your mouth wide, love.
Come on, Greg, open your mouth for Doctor. Show your nasty sore throat. Get down here, you!
Take it easy, Mrs. Carver. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just open your mouth wide now. A little bit wider. And say, ah.
Ah.
See, that's fine.
I'm sorry, Dr. Rowan. I'm sorry, but I'm that worried. I've been reading in Sam's vet book.
Yes?
It says humans can catch it. It gives you sore throats. But what if it's foot and mouth?
No, madam, a llama is most certainly a four-footed beast, whichever way you look at it. And since you live in the middle of the infected area, movement of such a beast onto or off your property is strictly prohibited. Whether it's the breeding season or not, the llama will have to stay put. I'm sorry. What the hell is...
I've just had Bellamy on the radio. He spotted a cattle trailer full of livestock breaking the quarantine rules.
What do you mean, spotted?
Well, he lost it when he went through a ford. His minivan conked out.
It'll have to be stopped. We know that. We can handle it. Come on, let's set up a roadblock.
Mrs. Carver, foot and mouth disease is hardly ever, if ever, passed on to humans. And even if it was, your children couldn't possibly have had time to get it yet. It only broke out on next door's farm today, didn't it? And it takes at least 5 days to incubate. So even if your children had gone across to East Moorside...
They didn't. We don't mix with Manstons.
In that case, it's even more unlikely, then. The disease is spread by contact. People can carry it on their feet from one farm to another, but if there's no contact, well, no more worries, eh?
You know you said they couldn't have caught it. It takes 5 days.
Yes.
Oh, God, I don't know how to say it.
Reg? Oh, Reg, do come indoors. It won't do any good standing there, will it? They don't know what's going to happen. They're quite happy.
I may as well take a look at them.
Look, Reg. It needn't be the end of the farm, need it? I know I've grumbled sometimes about the work and said I wanted to go back to Leeds and have life a bit easier, but I didn't really mean it. And I know, I do know how much it means to you. To us both, because, well, now this has happened, I can see that now. I mean, I care too. I just want you to know that once this is over, we'll pick up the pieces and put...
Where you been?
There wasn't time to call you. Nick, Mrs. Carver says they've got foot and mouth at Ridge End.
Ridge End?
Yes, but they've had it 10 days and not reported it.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand. Just what I'm going through, they can understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend.
Told you before, that sheep died because it got its head stuck in some wire.
Oh, yes. And what about the other one? The one we found dumped round the back. Did that get its head stuck too? Or did that have the same symptoms as the first one? Symptoms remarkably like foot and mouth disease. Now, you knew it was a possibility, didn't you? Because although you bought those sheep from Carlisle, they came from Wales, where you and I both know they had the outbreak last month. And when your neighbour caught it off you, you attempted to hide the evidence by taking your infected animals out the area. Let me just refresh your memory, Mr. Carver. Persons failing to report symptoms of foot and mouth...
I have no symptoms.
Failing to report symptoms of foot and mouth disease incur a grave moral responsibility and, in addition, are liable to heavy fines and, in some cases, imprisonment.
Look, it weren't foot and mouth. It was scald. Them sheep had got scald between the toes.
Scald between the toes. Well, here's what they say at Pirbright. And you're in big trouble, Mr. Carver.
Here he comes, Mr. Thomas.
I brought the report from the lab, Mr. Manston, in case you need to see it in black and white. Well, we're all ready. Here's Mr. Cartwright from the abattoir. There's Mr. Armitage and Mr. Barrow come from Stridley's to do the valuation. And Mr. Mills and Fairburn, who I believe you've already met. Well, can we come in and make a start? It's best to get it over with, eh?
I've looked over there this morning. There's no new cases. And, Heather Blossom's been isolated in shipping away from the rest.
Mr. Manston.
Couldn't we just leave it 24 hours? See what happens?
I'm sorry.
But the healthy animals, Mr. Thomas. We're murdering healthy animals.
The incubation period is 5 days. Anything could happen. It's a risk we daren't take.
It's just... Well, could I do it myself, then? Sorted them privately on my own.
I'm sorry, Reg.
I don't want this lot in. My cows are used to me. It'll scare them.
I'm sorry, Reg. Shouldn't blame yourself, Reg. For what it's worth, it didn't start here. It started up at Ridge End. They've had it at least 10 days.
Never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always.
You don't have to stay if you don't want to, Mr. Manston.
They'll be quiet if they can see me.
There she was, just walking down the street singing. Tapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. She looked good, she looked fine. She looked good, she looked fine. And I nearly lost my mind.
Pretty sight, is it? Not going to faint, do you?
Yes, I did, and so I told her all the things I'd been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day singing.
Come on, Mr. Manston. It's the last one. You've done a great job.
All right, old girl, all right.
Which one's this then, Reg?
It's Heather Bell.
Heather Bell. Yeah. About oldest in heard, but look of it.
She's
Grandmother 2 more. Go.
They all done? Reg, please. This is our trouble, it is not just yours. Can't we share it? Can't we talk?
Oh, June, I'll talk. I'll talk if you want me to.
What's the matter?
That's what the matter is, woman! And it's all you're doing, isn't it?
What?
Don't lie to me, June. For God's sake, haven't you lied enough?
I don't know what you're talking about!
The foot and mouth at Sam Carver's place, that's what I'm talking about. The foot and mouth he's had up there for the last 10 days.
What?
Why didn't you tell me?
But I didn't know, Reg. I swear I didn't know.
Don't take me for a fool.
Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you. Yes, I love
Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Okay, I'm filthy and I'm hungry.
All right. Bath, tea, and then out for a drink. And I insist.
It was terrible, Kate. Just
I know.
Bloody hell.
I know what you mean.
Well, at least something positive came out of it. I met the Carvers. And whatever Alex says, they're definitely a family I should keep my eye on. Nick, are you listening? Uncle George!
And this is Cedric.
Hi, Cedric.
Hey,
Hiya.
And this is Claude.
Mind the wart. Hey, where's your manners? Get the girl a drink. She's come a long way.
Why, a drink? What'll you have, Gina?
Baby sham, please.
A baby sham, please.
With a cherry in it.
With a cherry.
With a cherry.
Well. Wow. So here I am, in the back of beyond.
Hey, now watch it.
Well, it is. It's miles from anywhere. Took me ages finding you. Uphill, down dale I went, getting lost, asking the way at every turning. I mean, blimey, look at it. Is it usually this crowded? It's a nice room, though. I really like it. It's sort of oldie-worldy, like an old film, you know. Oh, thanks. Well, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, love.
And Uncle George, here's to our new partnership. Cheers.
I didn't think you'd get away tonight. You all right?
I only came to say it's over, Sam.
What do you mean?
I wish I'd never met you.
You didn't say that last night, did you?
Reggie's a good man, and I've ruined everything.
You should have wanted him more like I did.
No!
It's a bit late for feeling guilty now, isn't it? Well, bugger off back to him then.
You bastard!
Mr. Owen, it's me dad.
What's wrong?
Holly hasn't been back for his tea.
You probably want some time alone.
But he's taking the shotgun.
Shotgun? There's no way he's going shooting in the dark.
Should we call Blaketon?
No, it'll take too long. Come on, Claude. You know these moors.
Yeah, all right. Hey, come in, George.
Yeah, will you be all right?
Yeah, I might still make a start, mightn't I?
Yeah, well, look, I'll show you a room when I get
Go
back.
on.
Go on, boy, go home. Go on, you deaf beggar. Home. Home.
Well, now what?
Onions.
I beg your pardon?
Onions. You'll not get foot and mouth on farm if you put an onion in the dairy.
I'll remember that.
Claude? What is it? I don't know.
His missus is having an affair with Sam Carver.
I see.
It's common knowledge, isn't it? It's been going on for years. I'm surprised you don't know about it, you being a nosy copper.
So Reg must think his wife brought the disease to his farm.
Yeah, well, could have done, couldn't she? From one farm to another on her shoes or something like that. Right, you can't blame her. I mean, she wouldn't have done it if she'd have known. I mean, it's Sam Carver's fault, isn't it? Trying to keep quiet about it, the selfish swine.
Wait, Paul! Wait here. Kate, make him stay there.
Wait. Just let him go.
Paul, why don't you stay with him?